Hello, welcome to episode 7 of our Ostriv Alpha 5 Let's Play. It is January of 1733. We have 174 residents in our town. And last episode, we got a couple more of these row houses constructed. We got our supply chains for, well, most things significantly improved. And in the case of iron, established completely. So we have an iron ore mine here, and we have our smeltery over here. Obviously, they can't work in winter because the river's frozen, but we have been very slowly making some iron to be used up here at our smithy to make nails and metal parts to aid construction of everything else we've got going on in our town. And stuff is looking quite nice. We are starting to fill up some of our production buildings even. So it's going to be interesting moving forward and seeing how much we actually are going to be able to store versus turn into other items as production continues to improve in other regards. And we also have our salt works we just built last episode. So we don't need to be importing that anymore, which is great, because now salt is a lot more important. We have to use it to dry our cowhide, and when we start to do sheep as well, sheep hide. And also over here for salted fish, or dried fish, I guess the game wants to call it. We don't really have too much of that. So one of the next things we're going to want to do this year, this episode, is to build at least one more fishing dock, fully staff it during the active season. And I think we should be at a spot now where we can kind of start expanding how many people we have working at places. A lot of these kind of just have one or two. I know right here at the fishing dock on season, it only has 3. We could probably have someone stay here during the off season to make the dried fish. So we'll go ahead and set that up. And then we can also maybe take a look at some of this other stuff over here relating to farming. Of course, we're going to be building more and more of these row houses and other things as well. We've got plenty to do today, and I'm excited to get into it. But before we do, I got an email from a viewer with some really cool information about Ukrainian houses, traditionally, and everything. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show you a little bit of what he sent me. Vitalii Dvoretskyi, I believe is how that's pronounced. If that's incorrect, I'm very sorry. My Ukrainian pronunciation is not the best. But anyway, he reached out to send me a link to an article on Ukraine Wikipedia about traditional Ukrainian homes. I'm going to link it in the description below so you can go check that out yourself. But of course, unless you speak Ukrainian, you're going to have Google Translate help you out. But it has got tons of information, and I was honestly absolutely captivated reading it earlier. I'm going to put a quick clip of a casual scroll through in editing so you can get kind of the idea of what's going on here. But man, it's a lot of really, really fascinating information, so please do check it out if you have the time. I guarantee you're going to learn something new. It's really cool to see that the village houses in Ostriv are so faithful to the authentic real-world examples pictured here in the article. And I know I go on and on and on all the time in these videos about just how much detail this game has. So I figured it would be nice to actually back it up for once, to show that I'm not just blowing smoke. This is real, exhaustively researched cultural representation. And it's part of the reason I think Ostriv truly is one of the best games in the entire world, at least in the city builder genre. He also attached this overhead plan of the Ukrainian city of Lviv, I believe is how that's pronounced. I'm going to put that on the screen now. And there's all sorts of other really cool stuff out there. And I really, really appreciate when you guys reach out with some additional knowledge or insight on stuff, especially if you're a Ukraine native or you have a Ukraine ancestry and you have some sort of unique perspective to share on that. I'm always interested in learning, so please always feel free to leave a comment or reach out elsewhere on the internet to share with that for me. I really, really appreciate it. It's super fun. And now you guys get to see it too, which I think is awesome. So thanks again very much for your email and for sharing that knowledge with us. I am, again, sorry if I butchered your name. I'm not great at pronouncing Ukrainian yet. I might try to start learning a little bit more of it since I spend so much time playing this game. Yeah, thanks again for doing that. And I just wanted to take a moment at the beginning of the episode to acknowledge that and provide a little bit of, I guess, educational value to these videos, since we spend so much time just playing the games. But you can see, I know it's winter still, but these houses, they are whitewashed, and a couple of you have reached out to offer other insight on that as well, which is always appreciated. And apparently this whitewash material is actually developed from lime, which makes sense, and it's got natural properties that help ward off pests and rot and other things that attack timber over time, and different clay mixtures and stuff. So it's just really, really cool to see how the detail that goes into this game actually is real and based on, well, real life stuff. So always open to any sort of information anybody ever has. Hopefully in the near future, get that Discord I've been promising forever and ever up and running. So we have an easier place to go talk about this stuff. But yeah, enough about all that. Let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of today's episode. We're going to be doing a lot relating to farming and livestock supply chain, like I said last time, and continuing to expand up here as well. When we get to 200 people in the town, we are going to have our tavern become available for use, which is going to be a big help for distributing all of our alcohol we're producing. So we're probably going to add some more houses up here at some point. I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be this episode or the next. And then we're going to figure out some other stuff to build up here, which is going to be interesting. I don't think we're going to need to relocate the town hall. We probably won't do that right now, at least. But we do need to build some more stuff up here, so this just isn't its own line of row houses. So I kind of want to actually put in maybe one of these with the arch through the middle. Let's see if I can get this rotated around. Kind of create like a little wall here almost, like an artificial square, because down here is probably not really going to be able to be built on very much. We'll probably keep this open for industrial traffic. Put the iron mine over here. I know I said I was going to move that. We might do that today. Or just build a second one. I don't think we really need to get rid of it. But I think this next one we're going to build, we'll just go ahead and put right here. It doesn't have to be a perfect 90-degree angle because I am in grid rehab. I think is probably the best way to say it. So I'll leave a little bit of space. We might end up putting a fence there, or maybe a little corner park or something. So let's see. Right here would work nicely. But we will put that archway right there so they can go back through here should they need to. No Google Assistant. I don't want you to open up something on my phone while I'm recording a video. Thank you. So we'll put this one here, and then I think right next to it, this one has a store. Yeah, we're going to want to have probably one out of every 3 or 4 of these have a store in the bottom, just to try and make sure everything is accounted for and available for sale. So I think I can just put this one right next door. We'll just do that, and that'll start kind of developing this area a little bit and keep everything all good to go. So that's going to give them something to do for quite some time. We have this bridge over here we started building, and of course we moved the trading dock over here. We don't currently have anyone working here. So let's go ahead and populate all that, get this set up here, and make sure, I guess we don't really need to worry about it, but once we have this set up, we can get all of our trading partners taken care of. Let's see, these guys are wanting stuff we can't really sell yet, but we will get to. I don't know. We can probably get to sheep. If it's only going to be sheep fueled by hay, then we're probably okay. Probably okay for that. I'm thinking this area right here might be really good for farming, for animal farming specifically, because the river is pretty wide, and we can take our fulling mills and we can build them along most of this whole area. So that might be good. And we can do fishing most places. We can do, well, not like right here, but the fulling mills will also work on these steeper banks. So we'll take a little bit more time to think about exactly what's going to have to go where. Of course, there's some spots where nothing is going to work, but we can go ahead and start by putting a forester down here. Forestry. Forester is the Timberborn name for the same building. We'll put that in front of the row houses. So they're going to take their sweet time to get all that taken care of. Still looking for wood here. But I digress. It is January. I believe at the end of last episode we had all of this set up here. so that this would all be cycling nicely, and I think that's fine. We have 10 fields. Now that we have 5 employees, we should be able to sow everything appropriately. I think in terms of total area, we have, yeah, 9,210 units. This is still way less than 8 full-size fields, which is what I would have done in my previous Let's Play for Alpha 4.7. If any of you have seen that, it's enormously long. I think it's 51 episodes before it just wouldn't run the game anymore. Which is too bad. I wanted to get that one to 3,000 population before Alpha 5 came out, but we know how that went. That's fine. So they're taking care of that. Look at this mess of all this right here. That's part of why I want to build these houses, these row houses here, is because it's going to be a little bit of a mess if we don't kind of corral people to go certain ways. So having the 2 row houses here, and then I'm either going to put a 3rd one here. I'm going to start angling in kind of behind the town hall, or we might actually kind of come down here, depending on how stuff is going to end up working. Can I? Yeah, see, this is uneven terrain too. It's not going to let me build anything. But if I, so some of these spots will actually let me place one, but I don't know if I want to place one that I can't. Oh, okay, yeah, that's kind of messed up. I don't know if I want to place one that I can't immediately place something else next to. So maybe we don't mess with that too much. And I also did see a comment asking about the stone well here not being accessible for production, which I guess now that we have some more stuff, it should be fine turning some of this off. Or rather, this person said that they wanted me to uncheck for production for the stone well to make sure that our residents could actually use it. I mean, I think stuff's fine. We're not really experiencing a huge water crisis or anything because, well, the town's not huge enough yet. And a lot of the water-hungry people over here, water-hungry, water-thirsty, I guess they have these 4 now. For a second, I thought this was moving down here, but no, that's just the wear track on the snow, making that illusion. You can still see the cobblestones are right here. So that's all fine. What is taking them so long on this? Okay, they're still moving resources. That's what it is. Let's put our turbo speed on. Make a quick round of industry here. I think everything is looking okay. We're just waiting on barley. We need to have a lot more, which is why I ended up redoing these fields a little bit. So now every year we should have... Well, I have not clicked on the correct fields, so that's... we'll just move on from that. But we're going to have barley coming in every single year, which is going to be good for the brewery. And then, of course, the distillery as well has access to the wheat. They're waiting on wheat because we don't have enough wheat. I think we can stop feeding wheat to the chickens. This probably... I'm going to go down to 100 on the wheat, and we can have the wheat go to other stuff. Yeah, they should be fine. We have enough buckwheat now. Yeah, we're going to need to make more, of course. So we're going to have another farm somewhere. I don't know when, but we are going to have another farm. Probably can't put it over here either. But we'll get there. It's just one of those things we have to end up keeping an eye on so we don't get too crazy here. So we do have we have this cow shed here. They're currently equipped to slaughter cows. But we're going to need a separate area for the dairy because there's not really any room over here. So if we take a look at how this other stuff is set up, I think it might, depending on how, because we have the hills here, depending on how this is all set up, this might be a decent spot over here. If we can find somewhere, it's going to let me build, yeah, way up here at the top, or way over here. So this area probably isn't great for it. Already got the white lions, man. I know that's a bug, but that's just so weird to see it happen so frequently in the last couple episodes. As opposed to not at all. So this area over here is... I mean, it can't all be iron because there's literally just these 2 buildings. So maybe this will end up being a decent spot to do some more farming for stuff. Especially if we're going to do fulling mills. This actually could be a good spot for sheep. So let's go ahead and put in a little bit of a farming area. See if I can find a good spot to stick a cow shed, or 2 or 3 or whatever. We'll put 2 cow sheds in over here. Not on a grid. Not on a grid. And then a dairy. I think I can put in... if I can find a good spot for it. Probably should get a little lower down to see exactly... okay, yeah, there's no way that's going to work. But over here... can I... yes. Put that guy there. That'll work nicely. And then we also have... so that's going to be cows. Cows and cow-adjacent products. Probably going to have to put a slaughterhouse here as well, although this could end up being usable for others, too. Yeah, slaughterhouse right there next to the dairy. And then a sheep farm. I want to make sure that it's going to be kind of accessible, at least, to all this other stuff. So we have a sheep farm. Put right about here, maybe. And yes, there's a reason we're building the row houses first, is so we can have enough people to staff all this stuff. Let's see. Sheep farm. One sheep farm should be okay for right now. Slaughterhouse will support all of that. We'll need to have a couple of pastures, which we will do here. Or they can cart them off to the other side of the map if there's a fallow field available. And then let's see, what else? I don't think... obviously, we're going to need a fulling mill to be somewhere over here. So I guess we can stick that right near the sheep. Forestry's done. Let's actually go ahead and get this set up now. Go ahead and just get 2 guys in there. We can actually have this one make bark, and we can turn off bark at this one. Because the one that is next to the tannery should probably be making the materials the tannery's using. I don't know, just from a standpoint of resource efficiency, that just makes the most sense, in my humble opinion. How are we looking over here on our supplies? We should have, I believe, most of the bricks for both of these. Not all, but they will be doing all that. As far as lime goes, we should also be pretty good on lime. Yeah, we're good. And while we're on the topic of lime, someone left a comment saying, "Hey, why don't you make storage for the quicklime, so that they can just immediately empty the quicklime from the lime kiln and they can make multiple batches at once?" So I think that is a great idea. We do have lime stored in this warehouse, and we have everything else stored here, but I think just because this one's already here, let's put quicklime also. Have that storage of up to 5,000 there. And then this should eventually get emptied, I think. Maybe I have to check the take from other warehouses. I don't know if that doesn't work. I think I can make empty, and then someone will come and drag everything out of there, and then they can make another batch, because we do have a lot of limestone. Did they really take all of the stone? Wow, they sure did. All right, we're going to have to start importing some. All right, Barvin Cove. We've got, see, lime. We don't need to buy wool. We're going to start producing soon. We're making our own horilka. We have sheep hides. We can't sell any of this, really. Cheese only sells for 10 cents. All right, well, that's a little disappointing, but that's fine. We're hopefully going to be making cheese by the end of today's episode. Can't promise anything yet. All right, so this isn't incredibly useful for us right now because this is all stuff we're currently trying to make and all stuff we can't really sell. But that is good to know. All right, let's go ahead and turn off stop emptying. Yeah, so now they can just go ahead and get right to it. The rest of the quicklime is stored here, although it's not much. And they've got all of that taken care of. What's the storage capacity on this? 5,000. Okay, we can definitely store more than that. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just drag all this out of here. That is a-okay. So now we should be good to go. Although I wonder how much more limestone is really on this map, because we've... Okay, there's not much. There's not much at all. Another 15, 16,000. So actually, all this production is going to be pretty useless in probably 2 or 3 episodes. But that's fine. We'll just replace it with something else. It's not really a big deal. And, of course, nothing more has happened over here because, well, they haven't built all this yet. But they will soon. Where did we put? Yeah, sheep farm here. Pulling mill will have another space for more sheep farms. We'll have probably just one pasture here for the purposes of storing animals that can't go over into one of these fallow fields. So we really had 3 of these fallow at once. Okay, that's fine. They're from different crop families. We have barley here. That's good. Wheat there. Buckwheat there. Sunflowers, flax, and hemp. So yeah, rotation's working perfectly. And then this field, of course, was fallow as well. All right. Yeah, see, these guys are going to be a little bit better to trade with because they're demanding sunflower oil. We will... I don't know if we can get to this episode. We're going to try. And clothing, warm clothing, and broadcloth are all very lucrative for selling. When you do trade, I think... Oh, I haven't loaded anything into export stock, so I guess that's too bad. Beer, onions... See, we really don't have a ton stored up yet because I haven't built any more village houses in a while because we've been so, shall we say, occupied with all these row houses. But we're going to have to put in some more of these pretty soon. In fact, this has taken a really long time. But I think they just about have all the resources they need, so they should be able to start building, well, pretty much. Oh, here they are complaining about shoes again. Do I have leather? Do I have cow hides? I do have cow hides. The leather should be... They should be tanning. Okay, it's tanning until the end of June. Okay, what do they need here? Oh. Why did I say tan sheep? I should have unchecked this. They're not gonna... There we go. Yeah, let's just only make regular leather right now. No, these people are probably going to move out because they don't have any shoes. Let's get some shoes. Yeah. So, okay, you're not at work. That's why you're not making shoes. That's okay. Just, please make some shoes so these people can stop being angry. Yeah, so this is going to be our archway right here. Go right through the side of the building. I do think I want to put in this little corner here as a parklet, I guess would be the correct modern urbanism term for it. Parklet, what a weird name. But we'll go ahead and just get that stuck right there. And I think in the corner... Oh, Dvoretskyi is here. Ah, I was informed in a comment, that's right. The emphasis is on the wrong syllable. It has to be on the I instead of the A, so I believe that would be Dvoretskyi or something. I don't know. Inflection's probably horrendously bad, but I'm gonna try to rewrite my brain after saying this for 3 years. Let's see. Yeah, see, these guys are always good trade partners. They have tons of different stuff, and I have 1,000 in export stock. Okay, well, let us sell you 1,000 apples. And let's see, what can we buy? I don't have my cow sheds built. You're not selling sheep. We're making salt, which is good. Lime, we're going to probably have to start buying lime at some point. We're good on iron forever now because it's an infinite deposit. Sallow. Let's buy some of this. We're going to start doing pigs. I don't think just yet because we need to have a ton more resources to fully satisfy the appetites of pigs. They're pigs. They eat a lot. That's what they do. I'm not going to sell buckwheat right now because I don't know how much more we're going to have. So let's just leave that alone for a little bit. Let's put in, where are my gazebos? Here we go. Ah, that's all ready. Almost perfectly centered right there. So we'll put a little gazebo right here. Put in some bushes. Maybe just around the outside here, just to make this look a little nicer. Trying to, I don't know, just do something a little different. I've had a couple people request, hey, can you do some more decoration stuff? Like, okay, yeah, sure. We can have a nice time just, you know, actually making stuff look pleasant. Maple trees. Have we built any of those? We can put a couple trees over here. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, but a nice little area for them to go. I guess in the dark shadow of a 3-story row house, but nevertheless a little space. Put some benches in. Alright, so that's all done. I guess we can just stick some benches in different spots. They are going to utilize all that. And then, as a couple of you have pointed out, we do need benches at places of employment, which is not something I've been doing a ton of, but something we definitely should be. Why is that not going to let me? Okay. Something we definitely should be doing. I don't know why it's not letting me stick any of this here, but that's fine. Because, of course, these places are where people are working, and if they want to go take a rest while they're working, they can either go back to their house, or they can go find a bench or some other sort of leisure-type activity somewhere. So I figured that would be a good way to spend a little bit of time this episode, making things a little bit more interesting for our people here. Of course, these are not super exciting to stick down, but every little bit counts, right? So we'll do that. We'll put one right here in front of the brewery if we can fit. Yeah, that's fine there. So yeah, just have a couple of those sitting around is good. Barvin Cove has returned. I am sorry, you have no useful trade stuff for us. I need this to get done. Of course, they're building all of this instead. Moving out because of no shoes. Look, I'm telling you, man, come on. I guess she can have a partner to work here and there in the shoemaker workshop. Because we don't have... I am selling shoes, right? Okay, good. They are in this. That's fine. Where is our store? Anything else can be sold? No. Well, we'll get there. I am probably going to get rid of these, but I'm going to have to put a proper market. Trade deal terminated. Excuse me? Which one? It's not going to tell me, is it? It must have been something for Derkachi because there was nobody in the trading post, maybe? I wish it would tell me. Oh, yeah, you have to move out, but you have to... I don't know, he no longer works anywhere because he's moving out, but he has to go everywhere to go get carts and stuff. Okay, bye. Wow, look at all of them go. Look at oh, they're carrying sacks. Okay, bye. Oh, next man up. Let's go. How much more of this? All right. I am just impatient. Let's oh, we actually don't have that many housings available. I'm kind of surprised because I'm tempted to move this row house back a little bit and have them come over here and start building some of this. We need to get water here. Yeah, we'll do that. Be very, very useful for those guys. Granary should go in here as well. Uneven terrain. Okay. This hurts me to do stuff That is so off of the grid. But I'm doing it for you. I'm changing for you. I'm becoming a better person. Oh, no. Yeah, see, we really got to get on this train of making stuff to export because we can make so much more money. Oh, they got sheep. I don't have... I don't have... Oh, I don't have a sheep farm. Oh, come on. All right. Are you... Oh, they're not even really that close yet. Man. Do I have enough guys? No. Because I think we probably should have another guy in the cart shed at the very least. Maybe another 2 guys. Because I think that would really improve our supply here. I guess I can't really mess with that too much. Although it is nice now that builders have seasonal hiring. So if we wanted to really, really micromanage and min-max our labor pool, we could have our labor months only be during the winter when the guys can't go fishing, or our builder months rather. And I even said I was going to build another fishing dock, but at least they are actually drying fish now, which is good to see. That's an eternal struggle. I think Thatcheries. How does she have more than 2,000? I thought that was the cap. Huh. Well. Anyway, that will be fine just like that. I really want this to go faster. Oh, but they have collected all the resources, so maybe they'll build quickly. Or they can just have one guy do all of it by himself. That's fine. You know, you drive by construction sites on the road and they got 5 guys standing around, 1 guy's down in a hole with a shovel. No, there's actually good reasons logistically for that to be occurring. It's not just, oh, construction workers are lazy. No, that's really not the case. If you do any sort of supply chain logistics studying or labor optimization or anything, like there's different things that only certain people can do, and this and that and the other. But it's still so funny that happens in the game. And you have one guy doing all the work and everybody else is, oh, they're taking rest or they're getting drinking water. Like, no, come here and build this thing. But I digress. They should have this done pretty quick, and then they're going to start moving on to the cow sheds down the hill. And we will hopefully be able soon-ish to start having more animal production down there. So I think with everything we have queued up, we should be okay for that. We do have our 2 cow sheds. We have a dairy. We have a slaughterhouse. We have a sheep farm, a fulling mill. The gazebo is not part of that, but the granary will be, along with this platform, which I think I'll go ahead and just put in first, because that's going to be so easy and quick to build. So what do these guys have going on here? Chickens. We don't really need to buy or sell any of this. Salt is kind of lucrative if you have a ton of it, but we're not currently making enough to really worry about it. No, that's fine. Are these guys out of money, really? Okay, well, fix your unemployment first. There should be plenty of jobs. Maybe not right now because of the way the seasonal hiring works for farming. I don't know. Well, they'll end up being okay. Yeah, just finish this thing. And then we'll have more slots for families to move into. Or you can just stop in the middle. That's also fine, I guess. There we go. And there's that whitewash again. Like, look at the individual bricks. Never gets old. Truly. I don't need a loan. Come on. Now, okay, they say loan. But there's never any interest applied to it, so it's more of just like a, hey, stop running out of money. Oh well. We are going to be making money and exporting soon enough. So I think this... Can I click? Come on. Where did I put this thing? There it is. It's kind of hard to find because it just has the couple of flags right there. Yeah, that was unbelievably quick because that's just how this works. All right, so this is going to be all fine here. That's good to see. Then we're also going to need these hay barracks. I think we're going to want to put the big one in and see if there's a spot kind of in the middle of stuff where we could put a couple of these. I know I said I was going to put in a pasture, so this uneven terrain here in the middle would probably be perfect for that. Can I fit this here? Looks like I can, actually. So we'll stick a big hay barrack there. That should be able to supply most of this. We can always build another one if we need to. How many, okay, it's complaining because there's no jobs available, but we do have housing available. As soon as this is built, we'll start hiring. I still think it's probably going to need to be all women in these for the time being, because we are going to add a bunch more carting jobs, and we're going to get into wagons and stables and everything at some point. So I think most of those are men only as well. So gotta kind of keep ahead of the curve here. All right, finish this thing up. Looking good. Let's just go over here and hit copy paste. Looking good. They might not even need a pasture over here because we should pretty reliably have at least 2 or 3 fallow fields. But I will go ahead and add one at some point. Hey, we're over 200. That means our tavern should work as soon as a new family moves in to occupy it. So that is exciting. Of course, we'll find out as soon as that gets occupied. Derkachi is here. Maybe it was this this big charcoal export that failed. All right, 2 new families settled. We'll try that again. We still have some. I'm not gonna buy anything else right now. But that should work out okay. It's already November, man. Time flies when you're on 12 times game speed. I was hoping they would finish this. We should probably also have another builder somewhere. They started cutting this? Yes, they have. Okay. We're going to need to probably have another one of these somewhere. This one might end up moving, and we might put another hop yard here if we ever start making a ton more, but currently storage is full. So that might not be a thing. Our main choke point seems to be the barley for the brewery. Although we're not currently running out. We seem to be doing pretty okay on beer. We have 3,000 something. Looks like we have a family in the tavern. Yep. Very cool. And they brought plenty of stuff with them. And I guess we have people coming in here to take care of everything. So let's do the old copy paste again. Get this cowshed up and running. And then we can actually go ahead, once they are supplied with, well, supplies, we can go ahead and get all the cows moved over a little bit, because we do have a full house. I'm going to go ahead and just click drag 1 bull and 1 cow into this one. And then we'll do the same thing over here. They can do their thing and make more. Guess I don't think I need to explain to you how that works. And depending on how the rest of this is looking, we might put a couple more in here, but once this is all set, good to go, we should be in pretty good shape. Dairy, this is going to be exciting to have cheese and milk and smetana and all that stuff. Going to be very, very cool. It is kind of funny that this one sunk way down into the ground. This one didn't. Oh, well. Alright, so now they're bringing in other animals. Where's the other cow? Maybe they just haven't gotten around to it yet. Well, regardless, should be good. We might want to start putting some more housing in this general area, although I think these row houses are close enough where some of these people probably work here. Yep, and they definitely do. Right here, and this one with a little archway. So that's cool to see. Alright, so now this is starting to take some nice shape here. This will be a nice thumbnail for today's episode when it's not snowy and it's complete. So of course, if you watch the video, you already know what the thumbnail looks like, so not really much of a surprise there. But the dairy is just about done. Take a look at this building. It's interestingly, I think this is one of the only buildings in the game that has a whitewashed wood exterior. I think the church, unless it got updated, is just unfinished wood. So butter, cheese, smetana, supplied by... Oh, it only gets milk. Okay, well that makes sense. How are we doing on... Yeah, men and women looking for a job, but again, we're going to, because of the way the game handles this, just only hire the women because that's just the way it goes. Waiting on milk to make cheese and all that stuff. So I think, does this one have the store in it? Oh yeah, look at all that. Sheesh. Okay. Gonna handle that. Apply to all. Apply to all. So why is this one not... I guess we can have this one be butter and cheese and smetana and all of that other stuff. It's probably not pronounced that way, but I don't currently know how it's pronounced. So we'll just roll with it. It's fine. All right. What do these guys offer? Oh, I wish I had my sheep thing done. They're going to be here for 18 more days. Can we build a sheep farm in less than 16 more days? The world may never know. I guess we'll just have them do that. Alright, 13 more days. Come on now, sheep farm. Oh, no, this is hopeless. They need so much stuff. Well, at least this is the closest land trade partner. We can always send a messenger if we think we're ready for the sheep. Come on, I was really hoping this would build faster. Sure would be nice. What a shame. They're going to be gone, and we're not going to get our sheep that we can't put anywhere. So, you know, I guess nothing is really lost. So that's fine. Okay, dairy, are they actually producing anything? Or did you just kind of... Alright, that's fine. Now, once the sheep farm and all that is in place, I think the fulling mill can actually wait a little while. Because, well, we're not going to have any wool to turn into all that other stuff. So we'll let that go. The next thing we need to build is definitely the Barber Surgery. I had almost completely forgotten because this is going to become pretty important, I think. So let's give it a nice kind of prominent spot in the middle of town here. Put it maybe right around here-ish. Yeah, that'll be a decent spot for it, just kind of in the middle of this courtyard. I am going to put in maybe some trees along the side here to just kind of decorate. Cottonwood, I have always liked these. I thought that was neat. But we'll put our, where is it, under decoration, or is it under trade and transport? That's right, okay. Okay, can I get away with doing this? Guess I need to come up a tiny bit here. Yeah, we'll just make that whole thing paved. And then maybe just put some bushes along this way here. Because this is a little too close for trees, I think. Yeah, we'll do a couple things. Could also put in a couple of benches. Yeah, see that'll work pretty nicely there. This, of course, is way down the list, so we're not going to have to worry about that for a while. All right, these guys back again. Well, I'll tell you what, just keep coming back so I don't have to pay you to come out here, and I'm going to buy sheep at some point. They're still collecting resources. No, it looks like it's all collected. All right, now just come build this thing. If you can get it done in the next 21 days, then we'll get some sheep. All right, how are we looking on here? Okay, they're in a pasture, I think. Yes, so we actually need to probably give them a few more cows. Actually, just go ahead and do all that. Should be a smart move, and then they can actually, you know, start making more baby cows. Get some more milk, get some more stuff going in the dairy. Sheep farm is looking pretty good so far. 13 more days, I think we're going to make it. I think we are going to be just fine on that. Just let them get a little bit more construction done. I'm not going to pull the trigger until the very end of the 10 days. Hopefully they can actually make some more progress than this in that time. That's going to be risky if I do it now. They're not going to have anywhere to put the sheep. Well, we do have 2 guys, so maybe 7 days, 6 days. Yeah, we're not far enough. We are not going to be able to make this work. That's too bad. But I definitely don't want to pay for a messenger. 3 days, nope. It's not gonna work. It's only well, I mean, it is halfway. And it will abort the trade if the thing doesn't go through here. Alright, let's pause. No sheep farm. I know. Alright, I'm going to buy 2 rams and 12 sheep for 490 coins. Now, you people better finish this fast, because they are coming. Taking a rest, going to construction site, taking a rest, taking a rest. Are you serious, dude? Come on. This is no time to be buying food. We have sheep. The sheep are counting on you. They're halfway here. This is going to be a complete disaster, isn't it? Oh, they're coming, they're coming. Let's go, man. Come on. Get this sheep farm built immediately, or so help me. It's going to say trade deal is terminated. Yep. You absolute fools. Well, we didn't lose our money, so... Or maybe, once this is done, they'll just bring it over here. No? Alright, I doubt it. I think Homeboy just left with all our sheep. Can we actually see him, though, is the question. Where is the entrance? Right here? Yeah, let's look in a straight line. Are their sheep moving out? No? Does not appear. Oh, now it's done. Thanks for being slow. Oh, well. I think we're definitely going to want maximum amount of hay there. All right, let's get a couple women in here to stock up, and then we'll try it again just as soon as we get another visit. Of course, we can't do anything because there's not enough cows to make anything with. Oh, that one's got milk. All right. Progress. Big hay barrack. Progress. That's it's got to count for something, I guess. All right, so hopefully they can start storing here. I think we're probably okay not to build a pasture over here. We might want to go ahead and put in some hay dryers. Where are those now? There they are. So I guess we can just go kind of down by the riverside here. Put a couple of these in. And then those will supply everything here. Gazebo's done. How's this area looking? Is it being used? Cool. I know this is a little kind of hidden away. Got some big white walls to look at. It's not the most appealing thing ever, but it is something a little different, and that is what I'm trying to kind of go for a little here. Doing stuff that I might not otherwise have done. To be interesting. Granary should be done soon. And that, of course, is going to be collecting all of the stuff we are producing here. Hey, guess what? It's the sheep people. The sheeple. Oh, now they only have one sheep? Really? Well, you know, it's better than nothing. I'll take it. That's fine. Use a fallow field if available. I don't think we have another fallow field. They all being, they might actually just combine them? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens with their sheep. But first, we have some stuff to do. Production. Probably most of this stuff should not be, we don't need beer. I'm going to go ahead and put in beef. And I'm going to have chickens down here at some point as well. Chicken egg, chicken meat. Horse meat. Hopefully we never have to serve that to our people here. Mutton. Where's the milk? Butter. I'm going to get rid of the buckwheat and the sunflower here. Butter. Where's the cheese? There we go. And smetana. Alright, so I think now we can have pretty much all of this set to 2,000. Should be okay that way. There was an infomercial. I really hope at least one person gets this, or I'm going to feel insane. It must have aired, I don't know, once every hour on pretty much any regular cable channel sometime in the mid-2000s. I think it was for a product called the Buxton Organizer or whatever. Some, like, I don't know, cheap leather, kind of fake leather purse insert thing to help women stay organized. Or, I don't know. Anyway, that's not the point. There was this, one of those freebie things it would give you that was some sort of a recording device that you could have when you take to the grocery store. This is way before smartphones, all right? So, and any of you under the age of, like, I don't know, 25 probably aren't going to remember the era before smartphones too well, but we couldn't just ask Siri or Google or anybody for directions to something or to remember a shopping list or whatever. You had to carry this little digital thing around, and you'd record into it. Anyway, this woman in the commercial is in the middle of a grocery store trying to remember what she was trying to buy, and it's just the biggest, like, Valley Girl accent you can imagine. It's just this woman going butter, milk, eggs into this stupid recording device, and that has stayed in my brain for the past 15 or 20 years, or whenever that commercial aired. So anytime I see butter written out or I hear it spoken, I instantly think of that, and it is haunting. That is one of the more stupid things I've ever just had stuck in my head. But now you have that knowledge too. So congratulations on being burdened with that responsibility. And let's see, we have these all set. Looks good. We just need to get somebody in here to work. There we go. Hire that, and that should hopefully support our little production area down here. They don't have enough milk to start production, but we do have a growing amount of cows. Well, this one can't produce milk, so we're going to get rid of it at some point. Turn it into some beef. Oh, you know what? We haven't shown, obviously, this playthrough because it hasn't been built yet, but the fulling mill is so fascinating. And someone actually left a comment to this regard on the last video just about how cool this building is to see all the different moving parts and everything. But this is actually, it's a pair of boats that are connected by this framework, and they have a water wheel, and it floats up and down on the river, and it'll I guess it's like a mechanical loom type device. We'll see when it's actually built. That guy just walk on water? Interesting. But you can kind of see in the construction, you can see the shape of the boats, and they're building all this framework. And then once this is done, then the framework underneath actually goes away, and this ends up floating on these two boats. And the middle has all the armatures and everything. But it's really cool how this building works. It harnesses the actual flow of the river to, I guess, spin the wool or some sort of other similar mechanical function. And the model in the game has all that detail. I just think it's amazing. Just, again, similarly to our housing discussion at the start of the episode, just the detail and the care that goes into this game. I cannot believe it. It is just amazing. Alright, these guys have sheep? Nope. Okay, goodbye. Well, these two need to start doing something, I guess. Hop to it. I'm going to go ahead and add a pasture out here just because, well, they need to be out here doing something. We'll just put that one there. So hopefully they can come out and do that. I guess I just have to put another one here. I actually don't know if I can fit something else here, or if it's going to be in the way. Yeah, it's not going to let me do that because I have too many things here, but that's okay. Now, there's our little sheeps. Look at them. Are they going to baa? Come on, make the noise. No? Okay, well, maybe another time. But, I don't know, this is just so cool. Like, you can see the gears here that are going to be turning and meshing like this, and then there's some other kind of a mechanical thing over here that looks like it might separate some stuff. I don't know, I just think it's cool. Very, very... There it goes. Good job. Proud of you. So we'll check back in on this a little bit later. These store is looking good. Store is looking good. Store is looking good. Hey, the sheep people are back. Alright, well, I'm going to try and buy some more sheep in a second. But I want to make sure we don't miss... Yeah, there you go. Let it out. It's alright. I really thought they would be done with this by now. Okay, 24 more days. We got some time. We'll go ahead and just buy... I'm not buying any more rams. Buy 3 sheep. Come on. Oh, no, that guy left. Now they both left. All right. Ah, no, here we go. The man of the hour himself. Solo completion. Yeah, so in a second here, we should be able to see this get taken off of the supports and actually start floating. It'll be held to the shore by cables. And just kind of sit there and harness the flow of the water to make some woolen products for all of our people to enjoy. Yep, see, there they go with all the other stuff. The bracing in between, little cages, and there you go. It's floating on the water, anchored to the shore. Looking very nice indeed. Check all of these off. Open. Oh, this can hire women too. Okay. Well, that's fine. You can get to work not working because these guys aren't going to be shorn for another 6 or 7 months, I think, at the beginning of the year is when that happens. All right, now Barber Surgery is next, and I want to make sure we watch this one get built. And this will probably end up being the last thing we do in this episode, so let's just kind of chill and watch this happen. Look at all these resources coming in. That is fascinating. So we'll get this, of course, set up and then make sure everything is good to go, and then take a very quick survey of how everything is looking, and then again call it for today as they are bringing in the last of these resources here. People taking advantage of all the benches. Well, some of the benches. Very, very cool. So, we have now it is Friday, as of the posting of this video. 7th consecutive Ostriv video here at the start of Alpha 5. And I've just been having the best time playing all the new features. And hopefully you guys have been enjoying the videos. We are going to keep doing a ton more of Ostriv stuff. It's just, I know the Timberborn people are very, very interested in seeing the conclusion of that series over there. So I believe one of the videos this upcoming weekend will be the season finale of that one. And then I need to get back to Anno 1800 because we had that sponsored video from Ubisoft last week, almost 2 weeks ago. And then, well, I guess it might be a little over a week at this point. But I did promise that we were going to continue that one in our own series, so you can expect another video of that sometime this weekend as well. And then on a Sunday afternoon, of course, our weekly Cities Skylines live stream, tentatively planned for 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time in the U.S. If you're in Central Europe, I think that should be around 8 p.m. in the evening. If you're in Australia or somewhere else in the Pacific, sorry, it's going to be pretty much the middle of the night for you guys. But would love to have you come up for that as well. It's always a good time. We have a lot of fun just chilling out, playing some good city builder games, and enjoying each other's company. And I'm not going to promise another Ostriv video this weekend, but I will do my very best to make sure that we still have this continued as soon as possible. And failing something this weekend, we'll definitely have another one up on Monday. So do take a chance to check out those other things I mentioned if you haven't already. A whole lot of fun, and I think you guys would really, really enjoy. But we are, looks like we're about halfway through the Barber Surgery, actually. Putting up the flooring for the second floor. Let's take a brief pause here for some more sheep acquisition. They're out of sheep? Well, never mind. I guess we won't do that then. We'll just keep watching and see how these things are doing. Actually, you know what? This might be a better thumbnail with the new building than all the other stuff. So sorry about you. I told you 20-30 minutes ago we were going to take a screenshot of the other thing over there. Oh well, these things happen. I really like the architecture on this thing. Like, I know this is Ukrainian, and it's not Spanish mission architecture, but it really does kind of remind me of that. With the way these brick, well, it's not a facade, it's part of the building that actually serves a purpose, but the just like the curvature of the brickwork and everything just really reminds me of that, and I think it's a really, really beautiful style of architecture. I'm actually interested to see how this building's going to end up working. So all I know from the patch notes is that this is just a place where a family lives, and a barber surgeon cuts hair and performs minor doctor functions. So we'll see how that ends up looking like. So I definitely wanted to make sure this was done before we got to 250 population, because I think that's the threshold for the mass sickness, casualty, whatever stuff kicks in. So we will certainly see as the final touches are put on this building here. And there we go. Let's go down to single speed here in October of 1734. Look at this building. This is such a cool design. I guess they're going to work on the pathway here now. But I really, really like this design. I think that is fantastic. Oh, wow. Look at these people just moved in. Okay, family of 7. And there's actually nothing for us to manipulate here. I guess this guy and his wife just kind of, do whatever needs to get done, which is cool. But again, that's the only thing in the health tab, so hopefully they are able to do what they need to do. Do I want to buy more cows? Let's buy some more cows. Get to have those come in, and then I think we can fill up these a little bit more. We can have some more milk. Do we actually have any butter or anything? Doesn't look like it. So yeah, that's gonna need to be a thing. Look, we are all full up on the benches here. So they're gonna be laying all that. Let's put a couple more benches over here as well, just outside the barber surgery. I think we want to put in a couple of nice bushes. That reminded me, I don't know if any of you ever watch Corrales. Does a lot of, I don't Oh, does he still do Minecraft? But the way he says bushes is just really, really is a very happy memory of me for earlier YouTube stuff. I'm sure he's still making good content. I haven't watched a lot of his stuff in a while, but I think it was actually one of the first videos I watched from him was when he played Ostriv way back in, I think, Alpha 2 or Alpha 3 maybe. So yes, in honor of him, we'll put some bushes over here on the other side as well. Get a couple of these things stuck in there. Just beautify our town a little bit more. Because we have the ability to put a little bit more effort into our stuff, so I do want to make sure that we're doing that. Let's put in some benches on either side of the steps here, and those will look nice. I'm going to put all of this as stonework as well once we get there. And yeah, so now we have Barber Surgery all good to go. Actually, this might end up being a pretty good screenshot like this. No, I'll take care of that after I'm done recording. But we have this guy, and then we also have the tavern. They're looking good. Let's check out our tax situation here, because we aren't currently taxing the taverns or the barber surgeon, but as the population goes higher and higher, they're going to start making a lot of money, and then we will be able to take advantage of that. So I'm just going to, for right now, hit both of them with a little 0.25. And then we'll just leave that alone. But man, this just looks so nice. And our area down here should be looking pretty good now as well. Our cows we bought are in transit. So we'll go ahead and let them come on in and make sure they're all good to go. And then we will well and truly be finished for today. These guys are going to be grazing the rest of the fall. They'll go back inside and they'll be shorn in March, I believe. And then we can start doing stuff with the fulling mill, and then they'll send that over here to our weaver's workshop and the tailor's workshop, and we'll start making all sorts of other stuff. We have shoes. We have shoes, so no one should be complaining about not having any shoes. Love to see that. So let's see, where's our cows? Are almost here. I don't know which cowshed they'll go to. They might go to the first one. We'll have to keep an eye out for those guys. If I can click in the correct spot first try. There we go. So if this goes up to 25 cows in a second, then we'll know they went there. If not, then we'll know they came here. But we should see a big old mess of cows come in the map this way. Okay, so they did go over here. I saw them way off in the distance. So these guys should go up to 25, unless I was wrong. Or are they all over here in the field? No? Okay. So where's the cows? Or did they come back over here? Ah, okay, they did. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and move in a couple of these 5 exact into the other one. So then they should be sitting at about 11 apiece as soon as all the transfers happen. And that will be hopefully a lot better for our poor people in the dairy that can't really do much. There we go. So yeah, they're just going to come back over here eventually whenever someone is available to do that. And that'll be all nice, good to go. These guys in the slaughterhouse don't have anything going on. We are going to probably get into pigs next episode, if not the one after that. We just have to probably build another farm first and make sure we have enough resources, because they eat a ton, understandably. But we need to make sure we support them or they will all die, and that's very annoying. Because you can't get any meat off of a pig that died of starvation, which, probably makes sense. Yeah, okay, looks like they have distributed all of that. Milk supply should keep going up, but that's a thing for next episode. Yeah, lots to be happy with here. On the precipice of another winter here in 1734. Town is looking pretty nice. We haven't done anything over here for a while, and we are going to keep building. Just wanted to make sure we kind of got this area up and running a little bit first. because this is it's going to kind of end up growing with the town. It's a little overkill for what we need right now. But as time goes by, this is going to be really nice, and we might end up even expanding it a little bit. So we'll see what happens with that. But otherwise, lots of good stuff. Lots to look forward to whenever the next video is. Again, I'm not entirely sure. Definitely would no later than Monday. If I can find time this weekend to maybe put out 2 videos on Saturday, since Sunday is going to be a video and a live stream, I might, but again, I can't really promise. It's going to depend on how much time I have. So those of you who are just here for Ostriv, I appreciate your patience, and I would encourage you to check out the other stuff because it is a whole lot of fun. I think you guys would really like it. And of course, if you are waiting for the other stuff, then hey, it's your lucky day because we're finally going to put that one Timberborn thing to bed and then start a new one soon. I've got a couple ideas for that. But that is all the time we got for today. Again, hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, interesting historical information to contribute, or just want to say hi, the comment section is always open, and I encourage you to take advantage of the opportunity we have there to talk to each other. And I will always appreciate it. I read every single comment. I respond when I can. Not always able to get to everybody, but I do read them, and I appreciate you just the same, whether you comment or don't, whether you subscribe or don't, and how much you watch is irrelevant. If you watch one video, I appreciate you just as much as someone who watches all of them. But I do hope you'd watch and like and subscribe and all that good stuff, because it does help out the channel. And we've been having a fantastic run this past week with all sorts of new people joining and all sorts of really great success with these videos, and it is just amazing to see. So if you're one of those new people, thanks for giving my channel a shot. Hope you like the stuff we got going on, and I hope you'll stick with us because there's a whole lot more to come. But that is all the time we got for today. Whatever you're doing, hope you have a fun time, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.